Nerds, how did you completely humiliate the popular kids in front of everyone? My final year marketing class had a group project worth 60% of our grade. I got stuck with Lexi, Aiden, and Bella, three popular kids who assumed I'd do everything while they just smiled pretty. You're good at, research stuff, Lexi said with this fake sweet voice. We'll do the talking since we're better with people. For 4 months, I built a 51-page strategic breakdown that could have been published in a business magazine. Meanwhile, they ghosted me, missed every meeting, ignored every deadline, and spent work sessions doing TikToks and talking about outfits. 12 days before the presentation, I sent them the complete project. Slides, notes, a full script, labeled by speaker. Lexi finally replied, "Looks awesome. We'll just wing it, LOL. Thanks for doing the boring stuff." The night before our presentation, they were in the group chat talking about parties and which shoes match the color scheme. No one said a word about rehearsing. I said maybe we should run through it once. Aiden sent a laughing emoji. "It's just a presentation, we'll be fine." What they didn't realize was that Professor Bennett asked savage follow-up questions to test if we actually understood the material, so I made a move. That morning, I uploaded a second version of the slides. Same company, same title, completely different content. All the analysis was backwards. I flipped the revenue figures, recommended they fire their best team, and suggested launching a product in a market that doesn't even exist. Bella printed the fake handouts. Aiden opened the slides. Lexi strutted up front like she owned the world. For the first few minutes, they were smooth. Lexi read off my fake data like it was gospel. Aiden clicked along. Bella nodded like she actually knew what was happening. Then Professor Bennett said, "You're recommending this company triple their ad budget while eliminating half their customers?" Lexi blinked. "Yeah, that's for brand exposure. And here," he said, "you suggest they shut down their most profitable line and focus on a region where they don't even operate?" Aiden looked at the screen like it had betrayed him. "Our research pointed to that. And your cost breakdown says consumers will pay more money for fewer features?" Bella jumped in. "It's like disruptive innovation?" The class started giggling. They were crashing and burning and had no idea why. They didn't recognize a single word because they'd never read any of it. "Your model shows a $70 million loss in Q1, Professor Bennett added. "That's part of the strategy," Lexi said weakly. "You know, long-term investment." After 12 painful minutes, he cut them off. "I'd like to speak with your group privately." When the room cleared out, he said, "I'm going to ask each of you some questions about your work. Let's start with how you gathered your data." Lexi looked like she was about to cry. Aiden was sweating. Bella froze. For 25 minutes, he grilled them. They couldn't answer a single question. Then he turned to me. "Do you have anything to add?" I pulled out my laptop and opened the real project, the one I'd spent months building. "Actually, this is the actual research I did. I realized my group didn't want to learn anything, so I wanted to see how far they'd go pretending." He studied both versions, then looked at them. "So, you presented work you didn't do, defended ideas you didn't understand, and hoped you'd get away with it." They were silent. I got an A. They failed and had to retake the class. Best part? Word spread. Suddenly, I was the most requested group member in the entire department. Turns out, if you act like a doormat, they'll walk on you. But if you pull the rug, they fall flat.